Group thank you video. This is a real special one. I have a list of about 40 names in front of me. And these names I'm about to read are people who contributed to the Indiegogo campaign for my debut feature Around Midnight. And together we raised over $35,000, which is crazy. That is half of the budget that we needed in order to shoot the film. And without these people, the film wouldn't happen. I can't thank these people enough. They either purchased the group thank you perk as a part of their pledge, or they got a special thanks, or an associate producer credit, co-producer credit, or even an executive producer credit. I wish I could shake every single one of these people's hands. Some of them I will get to at these early screenings that are set to happen next year. Now, I do want to say I'm not perfect. I am probably going to pronounce some of these names wrong, but I'm going to give it my best, okay? And there are a couple on here that seem to be usernames. I did reach out to them, and they said that that's what they wanted. So, Joey Snap 84, thank you for backing Around Midnight. Really means a lot to me. Matthew J. Farley, thank you for supporting Around Midnight. Colby Nielsen, appreciate you, Colby. Thank you for supporting my debut feature. Timothy Cowart, or Cowart? Timothy Cowart, thank you, Timothy, for believing in me and supporting Around Midnight. Caleb Edgecombe, thank you, Caleb. I appreciate you for supporting Around Midnight. Adam Lawlor, thank you for supporting Around Midnight. Gabe Kimmel, thank you for contributing to the Around Midnight Indiegogo campaign. My sister, Amanda, and my brother-in-law, Aaron, thank you guys for supporting Around Midnight. I love you. Xander McLearn, I hope I said that right. Thank you, Xander, for believing in me and supporting Around Midnight. Doom Guy, I've had some DM exchanges with Doom Guy. Thank you, Doom Guy, for supporting Around Midnight. Colin Pedroza, thank you, Colin, for supporting Around Midnight. Noe Ramirez, hope I said that first name right. Thank you, Noe Ramirez, for backing Around Midnight. Noah Gutierrez, thank you for supporting my first feature film. Jacob Morris, that's an easy one. Thank you, Jacob, for supporting my debut feature Around Midnight. Kyle Bax, thank you, Kyle Bax, for backing the Indiegogo campaign for Around Midnight. Grayson Dean Rappel, or Ropel, I think one of those might be right. Thank you for backing Around Midnight through Indiegogo. Jimmy Poland, your support is much appreciated, Jimmy. Maddie Vodka, thank you, Maddie, for supporting a childhood dream of mine. Alex Murray, or Murray, thank you for supporting Around Midnight. Nazneen Rahim. I'm sorry, Nazneen. I can't remember if that's how you say your last name, but Nazneen is a local filmmaker, local producer, had me on a radio show. Thank you for supporting the film. I really didn't expect that, so thank you so much. McGrady Moss. Thank you, McGrady. That reminds me of McCready from The Thing for some reason. Thank you, McGrady, for supporting Around Midnight. Ron Braun. Cool name, Ron. Thank you for backing Around Midnight through Indiegogo. Braden Gervais, thank you for supporting Around Midnight. Kevin Shahali, hope I got that one right. Thank you, Kevin, for supporting my debut feature. And Andrew Beckner, thank you, Andrew, for supporting Around Midnight through the Indiegogo campaign. Thank you to those 25 people for contributing $25, a very generous amount, to the Indiegogo campaign so we can make this film happen. Now, we are on to the special thanks. Ian Aberley, thank you for supporting Around Midnight and getting a special thanks credit. That's huge. Kyle Val and Aaron Ain, thank you guys for supporting Around Midnight, getting a special thanks. Kyle and Aaron are some fellow filmmakers who made ZombieCon Volume 1, which you should go check out. Support indie film, a pleasant surprise to see their names pop up. So thank you for supporting Around Midnight. My little brother, Chris, you guys know Chris. Thank you for supporting Around Midnight, Chris, and getting a special thanks. I love you. And my mom and dad. My mom and dad are always there supporting me, cheering me on. And I, wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for having such supportive parents. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for getting a special thanks credit and supporting the film. Now we are on to associate producers. These people got the $1,000 tier. So now we're really getting into some huge contributions here in one way or another. So associate producers, Haven Smith. Thank you so much, Haven. Haven actually donated when I said that reaching a certain goal would mean a crumble cookie review. So he wanted to see those crumble cookies. So thank you, Haven. That is a very generous contribution. Jennifer D. Woods, who I believe is a fellow filmmaker. Thank you, Jennifer, for getting an associate producer credit and supporting the film to that degree. Jeff Nietzsche. Thank you, Jeff, for supporting the film as an associate producer. That is very generous of you, Jeff. Thank you so much. Dakota Wortman, I believe a fellow filmmaker. Thank you, Dakota, for such a generous contribution. I think he's going to be joining us on set for a day, so that's very cool. Appreciate it so much. Thank you for supporting Around Midnight. Cal Ray, who has been a big supporter of my podcast, The Fellowship of the Script, which you should check out if you're into filmmaking or just want to know how the process works. But Cal Ray is a fellow filmmaker. Thank you, Cal, for such a generous contribution. Thank you for supporting my passion project. And Adam Courtliff, who also got the featured extra spot. So an associate producer, but he's also going to be in the film, a fellow movie reviewer, a fellow content creator. Did not expect that, was very surprised when I saw that. I remember sending him a DM and going, dude, thank you so much. So thank you, Adam, for supporting Around Midnight so generously. Look forward to working with you. All right, now we are on to co-producers. These people gave $2,500, or they are working behind the scenes on the film. So this is huge. Starting with Justin Peach, who is one of the nicest people I know. He is also playing Dale in the film. Did not expect that. Thank you, Justin, for all your contributions to the film. Love working with you. You were great in Hunters. There he is right there with the hat. Thank you, Justin, for supporting Around Midnight to such a big degree. Kevin Peterson. This one, when I saw, literally brought me to tears. Kevin Peterson is a fellow helicopter flight mechanic who I worked with in the Coast Guard. We were stationed in San Francisco together. We both performed helicopter search and rescue operations. We always used to talk about movies and writing movies, and here we are. He's a co-producer on a film that I wrote that we're about to shoot next month. That is very surreal to see. So thank you, Kevin. I hope to see you either on set or at one of the early screenings. Love you, brother. Tommy Woolsey. Now, this is another special one. Tommy has been one of the biggest supporters of the podcast, of my content. Dude's always just spreading positivity. Also does movie reviews. Quick little story about Tommy. Tommy flew to New Jersey to see Pollo Loco at the Smodcastle Film Festival and lost his wallet on the plane. And because he was looking for his wallet, he missed the festival. So Tommy is somebody that I've been meaning to give a big hug for a long time, and I'm finally going to get to because he's a featured extra and he is going to be on the set. So thank you, Tommy. Love you, brother. Thank you for supporting Around Midnight to such a big degree. Ben Escobar. All right. Everybody knows Ben. I do the podcast with him, co-host. We are always cheering each other on, trying to keep each other positive with all the craziness going on in the industry. Ben is quite literally my best friend. So thank you, Ben Escobar, for supporting Around Midnight and being a featured extra. Can't wait to work with you again. Super excited. Thank you, brother. Tyler Moen. He is one of our top supporters for the podcast. Has been around for a very long time. Supports everything I do. Fellow veteran. Super cool human being. And he is also a co-producer on the film. So thank you, Tyler, for supporting the film. Love you, brother. All right. Now, these last three are executive producers. I mean, the fact that these people are contributing to the film in the way that I'm going to explain, I don't know what else to say except that it's generosity like this that makes independent films possible in the first place. A lot of films don't happen without executive producers who, in some way or another, make the film happen. The first person that I want to give a very special thanks to is Andrew Gabor. I've been trying to figure out how to say his last name for like a year. And before I did this, I said, hey, you got to tell me how to say the last name. And apparently the D is silent, but it's Gabor. Andrew, dude, I've met him. He came to Albuquerque for a wedding, I think. And we had some beers together. He has been a supporter of my content, my streams, since the beginning. And to see him still here and also contributing $5,000 to our budget. I don't know what else to say except thank you so much for believing in me, for believing in the film, and backing it to such an incredibly generous degree. This film would not be happening without Andrew. And I can't wait to see him on set. I can't wait to work with him as a featured extra. One of the coolest, nicest human beings I know. Thank you, Andrew. Michael Marcotte. So this one is really special because Michael Marcotte is my cinematographer's father. He's also the owner of the main house that we're shooting at. And without him, we wouldn't have a location. and the film wouldn't happen. So thank you so much, Michael, or Mr. Marcotte, as I feel like I should be saying, because I have so much respect for Michael. Thank you for being so generous with not only your time, but letting us come into your home and quite literally uproot your life for a month so we can make this film happen. I'm starting to get emotional, but seriously, this would not be happening without Michael. So thank you for supporting Around Midnight in so many ways. And last, I'm gonna try not to cry. My wife is an executive producer on this film because there's been a lot of times where I questioned whether making films was a smart choice, because it's such a risky business to get into. It's very stressful. Add the fact that we have 2 kids together, you know, this whole crazy journey that we've been on to this point. She has been right there by my side. She's been cheering me on. I think that most spouses would probably say, excuse me, like, are you having a midlife crisis? I think I'm too young to have a midlife crisis, but instead she said, okay, what do we need to do? How do we make this work? I couldn't ask for a better spouse. I mean, she's also our caterer. She's gonna be like our runner PA. She is literally gonna be there by my side every step of the way. So thank you. I love you. I love everybody who contributed to this. Thank you guys for believing in this project, for making it a reality. For making it something that, is an actual possibility. It doesn't require me to put my family at financial risk to make this happen, because I will always choose my family first, and, pursuing something that I've dreamed of doing since I was 6 years old. I don't take any of this for granted. I want to be very clear about that. I hope I get a chance to shake every single one of these people's hands at some point. Yeah, I look forward to working with some of these people. I look forward to seeing them at early screenings. If they can't make it to the set, man, I am I'm an emotional wreck after reading this, because I'm seeing these names and they've changed my life, because they've been friends and supporters and colleagues and people who cheered me on when I doubted my own abilities. Thank you so much to all these people. This was the last big thing that I needed to get done before really pulling full focus to the production. Quite literally, after this video goes up, it's full steam ahead. I mean, we got a couple weeks and then we are going to be spending the whole month of March shooting this film. So if you are one of the people that I just named in this video, this wouldn't happen without you guys. I just want to end by saying this is a very personal story. It's going to be an emotional film. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Stay tuned for updates. A lot of these people also got behind the scenes updates. So let's go make a movie. Love you guys.